And hello, welcome to today's Danfo Conversations. Right, how are you all doing out there? What does poverty look like to you? Hunger, tattered clothes, begging, joblessness, irritation, somebody you like to avoid, something you pray against. What does poverty feel like? Despondence, no future, living from hand to mouth, and so on and so forth. In fact, a little bit of money in the bank today, nothing in the bank tomorrow. Having to pick crumbs, having to beg people to give you crumbs. Now, today, I want us to talk about sex trafficking and Nigerian women. Just take that in and take in all the words that I said about poverty. Now, here are some facts for you, okay? So, the commercial gain of sex trafficking globally is 150 billion. I said 150 billion. 2/3 of it is generated from commercial sexual exploitation. 51 billion is from forced economic activities, that is, forced exploitation, being made to work as a slave. The average woman trafficked for sexual exploitation, wait for it, generates a minimum of 100,000 US dollars. According to the UN reports, the smuggling routes of East, North, and West Africa to Europe is said to generate 150 million USD in annual profits. Now, let's bring it closer. In 2019, globally, there were only a total of 11,481 prosecutions, which led to only 9,548 convictions. Now, let's bring it even more closer to home. In Africa, only a total of 955 prosecutions took place. I go on. Now, in the same 2019, a total of 42,471 Africans were victims of trafficking. That's almost 100% more since 2018. As of 2020, Nigeria ranks 32 out of 167 countries with the highest number of slaves. That is 1 million, and I'm going to say this slowly, 1,386,000 Nigerians with an average age of 15-year-old. Again, I repeat, 1,386,000 Nigerians were trafficked. That's in 2020, and that's only the figures that we know, with an average age of 15 years old. Therefore, trafficking is the third most common crime in Nigeria after drug trafficking and economic fraud. Now, I have a full studio today because, as you can imagine, this is quite an emotive, explosive, and important conversation. I have with me Mr. Frederick Oko, Head of Public Enlightenment Unit at LabTip. Say hello, sir.
Good afternoon, listeners at home.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I also have with you two very brave and courageous women. These women have been trafficked, but through their courage and determination, they made it back home. Okay? Their names are Adenike Olanipekun and Zainab Lawal. Please say hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Right.
Both home and abroad.
Now, I have two very, very, very important guests. Both of them, incidentally, are not based. They're not based in Nigeria, but they do work in Nigeria. The NGOs actually ensure some of these women come back. Okay. Now they're joining us from the US by Skype, so you can imagine the time difference. I have Zane Lawson. Hello, Zane.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Zane works in Lebanon, and he will tell us what he does and how he does it. And I also have Omotola Fawumi, who is the team lead of Rebirth Hub Africa. Omotola, say hello, please.
Hello, everyone.
Thank
It's
you.
good to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, listeners, most of you have seen the video of the Nigerian woman who was being beaten on the video, both in her private parts and on her body, which went viral, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday this week. That video charged up lots of emotions. But one of the most negative emotions it charged up was the fact that so many people were already branding her as a runs girl. It is extremely disturbing. It is extremely disturbing when we fail to humanize those who are being abused and just tag them in the most negative, comfortable box that's suitable for us. You see, it isn't about your comfort. It is about their comfort. It is about your judgment. It is about empathy. If you can't do that, then you simply just sometimes need to watch those videos and give thanks to the Lord that you are not in that position. Now, let's have a conversation. As usual, you know the numbers. You can join the conversation when we've had a little bit of when we've had a little bit of conversation. I'll be expecting your calls. I know my regular callers. This is going to be a bumpy but honest ride right down the perilous road of sex trafficking and Nigerian women. Now, Omotola, you work with Rebirth. You work with Rebirth Hub Africa. Actually, before I come to you, let me go to the two survivors and get them to just tell us a little bit about their story. Adenike, I'll come to you first. Okay. Take your time.
Good afternoon, everyone, both home and abroad. Happy to be on this live because when I came back home, I've already have the ambition that I want to save the life of the less privileged. I want to create awareness to let the people know what is going on over there.
So tell us, how did you get to being trafficked? And which country were you trafficked to?
I was trafficked to Libya. Then I was a national Open University in Abeokuta. So that was 2016. I could not be able to complete with my studies. So that's when my mom friend now told me that there is an opportunity for me to travel down to Libya. That if I could be able to come to Libya and I work for a month, and I'll be able to send something back home and start up a new life again. Me hearing that was just like, wow, this is an opportunity for me. This is a new life for me to begin, because I have the admission of being one of the best businesswomen in Nigeria. So I embark on the journey. Though my mom don't want me to, and don't want to agree, but I just told her that poverty can't. I want poverty to end on me. So I embark on the journey. We took off from Kano to Agadez, from Agadez to from Kano to
So
Niger.
you took off from Kano?
Yes.
By what? By road?
By road.
Right. So that took you to Agadez.
Yes.
Right. And from Agadez?
The journey from Nigeria to Libya is by road.
Okay.
There's nothing like flight.
Okay.
We face different kind of challenges on the road. Being molested by the police officers in the borders, being raped sexually, being stranded.
What did you experience?
Then we could not. We did not have enough food to eat. We were stranded. Some of our girls are raped on the road. Those Arabs just come and pick them one by one, having sex with them forcefully. And sometimes we don't even have water to drink because we are working in a dead land called desert. There is nothing for us to eat. As in, we are stranded. There is no water. Sometimes we will be begging ourselves that, can you just please pee for me? Let me just use your pee to survive. Even though you are doing period, you don't even mind at that moment. So after
you had to walk across the desert?
Yes.
Right, okay. With no food or drink?
No food,
okay.
No drink.
Okay.
Sometimes we are robbed on the road. Sometimes the map that is directing the driver lost signal.
So how many traffickers were with you on that journey?
As in, we are inside Helios. We are like 55 in Helios.
In a Helios truck?
Yes, and I think we are up to 20 or 25
okay.
Helios. So when we reach Sabah, I was stranded. I spent like a month in Sabah. That's another experience, cause there you have a ghetto boss. You'll be beaten, you'll be maltreated, even
So
self.
I need to rush you because we still have many guests. So you then got to Libya,
Yes.
right?
When
So
I
how
have-
long was the journey in total?
It took me like 3 months before I
months.
reached Libya.
Before the Hilux reached Libya.
we have
right.
we have different kind of stopover in different kind
Okay.
of country.
Okay.
So when I now reached Libya, my mom friend now called me. She now told me, since I've already spent much time on the road, that she has already sold me to a Ghanaian.
the same person
Yes.
who was she in Lagos?
No, she's in Libya.
Right. So the same person that said you should come over said since you've already been on the road for 3 months, she's already sold you
Because she need money.
for sex trafficking because she needs money for your journey.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead.
So when I now told her that this is not what you told us. You know, that kind of situation, you don't have to turn back again. You have to accept everything as your fate. So he sold me to a Ghanaian. They changed my name to Ibrahim Aishat, and they even have to I'm using a Ghanaian passport. The person they bought me for is a new bride. They just brought her to Libya, and they bought me as a
They bought you as a bride
bride price bride gifts.
for a Ghanaian
Ghanaian.
man,
A Ghanaian woman.
for a Ghanaian woman.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead.
So I was just like, okay. So the woman now told me I'm going to work for 1 year, 6 months. After I worked for 1 year, so I was working as a cleaner. Though that one's another experience, that one's another experience for me. I could not be able to send anything home for the fact that I spent like 2 years there. I went to the embassy voluntarily that I want to come back home. So they now called me January 15 and January 5 that my TC is ready. On my way again, the police caught me. They collected my bag, my luggage, everything. 2 of them have to rape me inside a car. After
2
that-
policemen raped
Yes,
you inside the
yes.
car.
They took me.
This was in Lebanon.
No,
In
Libya.
Libya, rather.
Yes.
Okay.
I was caught around Tejura Road.
Okay.
So they took me again to prison. After they took me to prison, I spent like a week there. That's when they now told me there's a police that normally be someone that I should go and meet him. I went to meet him there and I called some of my brothers. That okay, can you just help me? Then after I came out, I will be able to refund the money back to you. They collected the money from the police again, and they have to return me back to prison. It was because I was crying. That's when this police now saw me. That she will say I'm a Ghanaian. He have some Ghanaian that are working for him as a laborer. Maybe he's going to take me to them that we can interact as the same. Since we came from the same country. So the man now took me. Unfortunately, this same Ghanaian that they took me to, they've already given money that they need a girl that they want to buy in a prostitute, in a bordel house. Don't let me call
In a brothel.
Bordel house. So when I now got it, no one said he's going to use me to represent. I said, no, I'm not a newcomer in Libya. You can't do that.
So if I can just rush you. So all of that happened. How did you then get back home?
So the man restored me again, making 2 times.
Okay.
Then I find my way to escape from that bordel house. Then I now find my way to go to embassy.
To the Nigerian embassy,
Nigerian embassy
in Libya.
So I was brought back by, that was I think it's IOM.
Yeah.
So they now dropped us at Port Harcourt. It was our state government that not come and pick us. So after that, they took us to cultural center in Abeokuta, and they gave us a ransom of 5,000 naira for a startup.
5,000 naira. They gave you a start money, 5,000 naira,
Yes.
to restart your life.
Yes.
Okay.
So after a year, IOM now called me for integration.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Zainab, tell us your story. I'm sorry, I will have to rush you because of time. Your story is quite compelling also. Tell us your story. How did you end up leaving Nigeria? What happened? Which country you ended? And how did you come back?
Okay.
Go ahead. Take your time.
Good afternoon, home and abroad.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm a hairstylist. I finished learning work 2017. Then I was working in an shopping complex next. So I was complaining that the money is too much because I wanted to open my shop at that same year because I'm more like the breadwinner of my family. So I was just doing different kind of job just to meet up. Then there was our neighbor. Although I used to complain to her that I need work, that will fetch me more money, even his stylist, because that's my work. So she now said that she has one agent that used to connect people, that's like giving people job abroad, outside, anywhere. And I said okay, invite the person over. Although that day is my off, so I took my time, me and the agent talk. Okay, we discuss. He said that he's going to take me to one country. He showed me a picture of a big salon. The owner of the salon is an African woman. There are many Oyinbo people there. So it was like, this is where I'm going to be working. They will be paying me, I think, $600 per hour.
Per hour or per month?
Per hour.
Wow,
He said
okay.
they don't work per month.
Okay.
It's per hour.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm okay with that though, no problem. As far as it is money, within how many more I will be able to do whatever I want to do. So he now said that I have to pay money. I will have to do passport, all those stuff. I need like 300,000 naira. Although I was already saving some money then, I even had to borrow money, because the money with me is not even up to 200,000.
So how much did he ask for?
300,000.
300,000 naira. So you got the money,
Yes,
you gave it to him.
Yes,
So
and
your
he
journey.
said that the thing is just going to take a week. That I will prepare. He has many connections. So along the way, he told me that I won't be able to travel from Abuja, because this thing happened in Abuja. I stay in Abuja. So he said we have to come down to Lagos. That he know many people in Lagos, not in Abuja. He does not have much connection. So we
So
have
let me
to
rush
come
you.
down.
So, where did you leave from, and what was your journey like?
Okay, I live
And which
from
country were you going to?
Ivory Coast.
Okay.
That's Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote
No,
d'Ivoire.
that was not the country I was going to.
No, but was the end country where they were going to pay you the
Okay,
600,000?
that's Italy.
Italy. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. So you left from Lagos, did you?
Yes.
Okay, how did you leave from Lagos?
Okay, although we slept in an hotel that day, I was even the one that paid for his own money, paid for my own room. Then he went out that there are many people. He bring more 6 people to come and join me. So we are 7. So he now said that he has some problems. So we have to go to Ghana.
So you
to
left
Ghana.
from you went from Lagos to Ghana.
Yes, he said.
Okay.
So from there I was questioning, like, this is not how they used to do. Although I did not go school, but I know much. I just know a little.
I need to rush you because of time. So you went from Lagos to Ghana.
Yes, and it was not even Ghana, it was Cote d'Ivoire. Along the way, that was when I know that we brought Cote d'Ivoire tickets, not Ghana, because he was the one doing everything.
Okay.
So
from Cote d'Ivoire, you then went to where?
that was where the journey ended.
That was where the journey ended. So you didn't end up in Italy. You were taken to Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes.
Right, okay. Are we about to go on break right now? We've got 1 minute before break. I want to ask you, can you tell me what happened to you in Cote d'Ivoire? I may have to interrupt you to go on break, you'll finish, but tell me briefly what happened when you got to Cote
What
d'Ivoire.
happened in Cote d'Ivoire? Although when we reached, we spent like 3 days on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Past many borders. Then when we reached, he was making some calls, like the person should come out. So a lady came. It's not even a lady, it's a woman, because she can give it to me. So the woman was not like, this is our sister, we are going to sleep in her place till tomorrow, because he has to go and settle something. So tomorrow morning we are going to go. So he dropped 4 of us there. Then he took the remaining 3 that he has to separate us. I say okay, the lady welcome us well. Then we reach her house. When we reach her house, there are many Nigerian girls there. Many girls wearing bun shorts, different kind of clothes.
Roughly 100,
Yes,
50,
more than
200.
Yeah, there are many girls
right.
on the way. They are just calling madam, madam, madam. So that was when I begin to like, what's happening, because I don't understand. We reach home, she gave us food, we eat and drink. Then she now saying that this is where we'll be working, that she's our madam.
Right. At that point, let me just go on a quick break. Let us go on a quick break. We'll be right back. How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay?
Doubtful
Adenike.
Conversations will be right back.
Can you hear us? Can you?
ocean with premium beach services, children's play area, private cabanas, quad bikes, beach soccer, volleyball, and much more. We are the right fun place for you. Our unique event spaces have impressive views of the ocean and city and are suited ideally for all your event purposes. Try our special Sunday buffet for amazing sizzling hot Chinese delicacies. Thursday night karaoke with complimentary drinks for the ladies. Make these unforgettable memories at our premium private beach located at Adenike and Imashon Drive, Okunde Water Tourism Scheme, Lekki, Lagos. For more information, please call 0817-194-7130 or send an email to l3hubinfo@gmail.com. Lekki Leisure, live more.
Mama Shade, this your pikin no well. Make you take am go hospital now.
My sister, na big money be that o.
Which big money? You never hear about LSHS Ilera Eko?
Ilera Eko? Wetin be that?
Now, true, Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, don't bring correct healthcare plan. Where makes sense for your automat. It does apply healthcare. Where your hand feel rich. This one, now for everybody where they live inside Lagos State. They call them a Ilera-Eko. Whether you be civil servant, small private business owner, trade professional, or even market man or woman. So far you they live inside Lagos. This better now for you. Make you register with Ilera-Eko branded agents or outlets where you see Ilera-Eko logo. Pay 40,000 naira every year for family package or 8,500 naira every year for one person. Make you begin enjoy with the mind. For more information, call 0700 Ilera-Eko or 0800 Ask Lashma or make you visit www.lashma.com.
My people, how far now? See, if any kind person say you want the coded password for your bank app, I be your PIN, I be your card PIN, I be the TIN number where they for the back of your card, your pay ID, I be the answer for your security question. I beg not give them all. All this information, them supposed they coded. You're not supposed to share them with anybody. Make you wise up. Not make that scam you. This message now from Kuda Microfinance Bank, the bank of the free. Make you download Kuda for Play Store or for App Store to open account. Make you start to enjoy our Wolf banking.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Welcome back to Downfall Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Downfall Conversations with Ireti Bakare.
Hello, we're back. Right, let me just read out the lines again. The general line is 0700 993 993 993. And the number for female only, and please women, you must call in, 014 657 190. Right, Zainab, let's get to the end of your story. So you were saying, so you're now in Cote d'Ivoire, you've gone to this woman's house, you've seen lots of Nigerian women, you know, in all sorts of, you know, scantily dressed and everything. What actually happened to you?
So we were and oats. She gave us water. She was like, we have already eaten and drink, so we don't have to go back. The woman is a Benin woman, so that she now explained that she has already paid per person, that she has already paid money for our hair. She has us, so we are going to work for her. We are going to balance her 2.something million naira. So until then, and we can't run if we try to make any attempt or report. Maybe it's either we run mad or we die untimely. I was still in shock, so I got for like months trying to, maybe it is a dream. Although, so I started doing the work because I've already.
So it was, she made guys have sex with men?
Yes.
Right. Were these Nigerian men or were these Ivorian men?
It's Ivorian.
Okay.
Yes, those Ivorian. It's not even in Cote d'Ivoire city, it's inside village.
Okay.
Just like in Nigeria, many villages just like that.
Okay.
So sometimes she'll give us condom. She can say like take 20. Go to your. She used to put us in different place, and maybe if you are unable, if cost reports you, is either she beat you or there are many things that used to happen.
So how did you get back home?
So it was 2019. She said I've balanced her fin. I went there 2017. It was 2017.
So you were there for 2 years. Right.
Yes,
Okay.
she said that I've balanced her fin, that she was just collecting extra money from my hand. So at the beginning, she told me that if I was able to balance her fin, she's going to give me a room of my own. Then I will have to start bringing girls too. I will be madam of my own. Although in the beginning it was not in my mind, because I've already said I'm not going to use people's sweat. That's another person's sweat to make it in life.
Right. So she said you balanced her. You've paid all of the money, and then what happened? Were you then allowed to go?
No. Yes, she allowed me. She give me a room. So
right.
There, I make a friend with a lady that used to come and sell Nigeria food stuff. There are many people there. So I now ask the lady if I can stay with her, because she's married. She has a baby. For a very short time till I was able to, although it was hard for me because I
have to rush you
French
home because very, time comes. How did you get to Nigeria?
I was with my phone one day. I was on Instagram. Then I saw a link that against human trafficking. So I click on link, then it will, which is of Africa.
Right.
So I was like, I'm a victim. They were like, I have to like my story,
your statement,
how it started. So I write everything. Then they say, this one is loud though. That's if they send me money, can I be? I said I don't even know road. I don't know anywhere. So they had to send someone down there.
So they got you back home. They brought you back to Nigeria. Excellent. Rebirth Africa. Omotola, are you there?
How, yes, I am.
Right. I need to know how your work, how your NGO works. I know you work with the IMO. And like you've brought back over 600 girls and young women that have been trafficked. Tell us briefly how your NGO does this.
Okay, thank you very much. Rebirth Hub, we started sometime in 2019 with a single case originally from Oman, a girl that also said on Instagram she had been trafficked to Oman, and then we made contact with her and found a way to get her back home. So what do? Basically, we reach out online because we realize that a lot of the channels where these girls also get the opportunities are online. So whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, we put out a link saying if you're in distress, join this link, and then they join us on the WhatsApp group. Once they join the WhatsApp group, we start to engage them. Where are you? What's your location? And once we're able to get sufficient information to work with, we then allocate them to a case manager who works through with them. Our role is to identify, rescue, rehabilitate, and return and then rehabilitate. But all of this take time. The identification process happens in country, and we collaborate with various organizations on ground to get that done. We have to work with the Nigerian embassy in some of the countries. We have to work with international NGOs on ground. We have to work with faith-based organizations to provide things like housing, food, and so many other things that the victims would need when they escape from.
So you bring them back. So you speak to the embassies. You help with the tickets. I understand. You help get them flight tickets.
Yes.
Okay, you work with the IMO, which is the UN agency that deals with sex trafficking or human trafficking.
No, human trafficking.
Human trafficking and migration. Right, so you work with them. Okay, and then you bring... what are some of the difficulties that you experience very quickly?
There are so many.
Just give me a couple.
First, yes, I'll give you three.
Okay.
One of the most difficult things we encounter is even maintaining communication with the girls.
Right.
That's one. So you may be able to identify someone today, and tomorrow maybe her phone is gone.
Right.
And you can't track her. That's a major one because we've lost some people in that process. So one of the things we tell the girls to do, once you're identified, share your GPS location, so that even if you're taken away, we still may be able to track with that. That's one. On the government, getting the embassy to understand how critical it is to get a girl out of difficulty. You know, she's alone in the foreign country. Cannot speak their language. Getting the embassy staff to respond on time and without pressure has been challenged.
Right.
Uh, that's one. I'll just leave it on those two for now.
Okay. Now, Zain, if I may come to you, you work with a group called This is Lebanon, right? And you actually work on human trafficking and, women who have been trafficked to Lebanon. Tell us about what's happening in Lebanon with regards to this Malay, if you like, and how your work is done over there.
Yeah, so many people have heard of the kafala system, mainly in terms of the Gulf countries. Lebanon has a system just like it, except it's much more hidden for a few reasons. One, they actually don't have any laws around it. Pretty much the only law is that domestic workers are excluded from labor laws. So all the Nigerians who are trafficked to Lebanon are trafficked there as domestic workers. And that's usually how they work in what their main job is once they get there, but often they're told they'll be a teacher or go to university or something like that. And instead of that, they'll end up locked behind an employer's home, working 100 hours a week, not allowed to leave under any circumstances unsupervised. Then they have their phone taken away. They're often beaten, verbally and psychologically abused, and often, physically and sexually abused. Physically abused often by either the mother or the father in the house. Sexually abused by any of the men in the house, even by the sons, in which case, they're not able to report it because then they could be accused of being a pedophile. But there's, one of the things about Lebanon, and specifically, is because of both just the institutional failures and very pervasive racism, is that there are no avenues for justice for migrant domestic workers with any of the Lebanese institutions.
There's no avenues for justice. They can't go to anybody and complain or ask for help.
No.
It's quite the opposite. Many workers who go to the police to get help, the police will often just return them straight back to their employers, who they're, saying, beat them or rape them or whichever. Sometimes, or the agent and then sometimes if the workers are upset with their employers and wanting to leave, the employers will tell the worker, we're going to call the police, and they're going to, tell them, you stole $20,000.
Wow.
And so you're either going to go to jail or you're going to keep working for us. There's actually a case that we have right now of a woman who's falsely accused of stealing $25,000. She's been in jail for almost a year.
Is she Nigerian?
Conditions, ranked with Nigerian, with physical abuse, and we've tried to report it to the embassy countless times, and we can't get them to do it a single thing.
Okay, let me interrupt you there.
Really
I'm interested again because of time. What happened? So when you report it to the Nigerian embassy, say in Lebanon, in your case, what happens? What is the kind of response you get from them?
The response is no response.
Wow.
The only time that we've really gotten any response from them was whenever we said we had money to buy plane tickets. But aside from which, they should be supporting themselves for, their workers who are trafficked there. But aside from that, if there's a woman who's facing sexual assault, physical assault, slavery, false imprisonment, any of those things, we're not able to not only not get support, we're not even able to get a response from them.
So this Nigerian woman has been she's been in custody for a crime she didn't commit. For how many months did you say?
Yeah.
Almost 12 months.
Almost 12 months.
Very common.
Wow. So do we have an idea if there is a way to get her out?
That's one of the things we're working on, and we're trying kind of multiple different angles at. And actually, it's been something that we've been wanting to do for quite some time, because at least a few years ago, half the women imprisoned in Lebanon were migrant domestic workers. So these are, young 20-something-year-old females from West Africa, East Africa, and Southeast Asia, who are almost exclusively there just as a way for an employer to get rid of their worker. And so, if they owe them a few years' salary and they don't want to pay it, they can just accuse the worker of committing such and such crime and get rid of it. Maybe the employer commits a crime and they need someone dependent on, they blame it on the worker goes to jail instead of them.
Okay, thank you. Omotola, I can see you shaking your head throughout. Before I come to nap tip, which will be coming after the 1:45 break, Omotola, you've got 2 minutes. I saw you shaking your head there with regard. What kind of, should I say, response or support, if any at all, do you get from the Nigerian embassies?
The Nigerian embassies, just like Zin mentioned, it's been very difficult getting them to respond. In fairness, they have responded a couple of times, specifically the one in Lebanon. There is no embassy in Oman, so a lot of the girls often have to go to the labor court or the government court, work through the Nigerian community in Lebanon. But all of that is still a very complicated process. So for the Nigerian embassy, specifically in Lebanon, it's tough. You have to keep putting pressure. You have to keep calling. And there are a couple of times I have personally called and explained that this is an emergency. Could you assist this girl to escape? And they tell you, well, there's nothing they can do. All these girls are prostitutes. They know exactly where they came.
Okay. I'm going to stop you there. Let's just go on a quick break. Omotola, I hate to interrupt you. Hold on. We'll be right back after the break.
Yes, good day. It's exciting to see you in here.
Downfall Conversations will be right back.
From the team I've got here, I've got Mr. Dan Akor. I've also got Vivian. Yep. And let's begin from the very beginning. What's Peeps Global Trading Company all about?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, my people. Peeps Global Trading Company is an educational platform that helps and equips people with the right skill set to navigate the world's largest money market. And when we talk about the world's largest money market, allow me to say that the world's largest money market is Forex. Forex does a whooping of $6.3 trillion every single day. So I am so passionate talking about Forex every day because it is not something that has changed my life alone. It is something that has changed the lives of many people around me. And that is what Peeps Global Trading Company is all about.
How can people use the company tools?
Yeah, it's awesome to say that it's very, very simple, very easy and exciting to use the company's tools. Number one is because the company's tools is well simplified for everyone, even a newbie in the market, to be able to use. And one of the most amazing tools we have is the copy and paste platform. The copy and paste platform allows students that as you are learning, you are earning. And when we talk about learning and earning, we are talking about as a student, you get daily trade signals for free. And all you need to do is to copy it and paste it. As the gurus, as the people, the educators make money, you also make money alongside, you see. So it is exciting. And we also have the Akodan triangle strategy. We also have the Akodan classic. We have the ebooks whereby you could be able to study from the comfort of your office, from the comfort of your business place, from the comfort of your house, you see, so that everyone can be able to profit and benefit from this global market. So the company's tools is actually awesome and is very, very well simplified for everyone to use.
All right, now let's talk about the category of people that can do this business. Who and who can get involved?
The first thing is, if one person can do it, everyone can do it. If I can do it, if I can become a master trader, then everyone can become a master trader. You know why? Because I never knew anything about the Forex market, until the day that I went for a mentorship section, which I'm going to talk about right now, which I expect every one of you to be there tomorrow. And the mentorship section allows you to get into Forex so easy, while we show you the possibilities of this market. For how can you be at this mentorship section? All you need to do is to SMS the word mentorship to the number 0812-471-7275. I call that number again, 0812-471-7275. So everyone can do the business. When you come tomorrow, you're definitely going to see different categories of people. You will see businessmen, you will see people, baristas, doctors, name it. You see, everyone can actually do Forex. You know why? Because right now you can navigate the world's largest money market, which is Forex, from the comfort of your house, from the comfort of your office, especially using the platform Peeps Global Trading Company, helping you, guiding you to be able to profit daily from this market.
You're meant to have a one-on-one presentation. When would that be?
Tomorrow, 10 a.m., you need to be there.
At 64 Ikorodu Road, Fadeyi bus stop.
If you are not there, you are going to miss out. You know the reason why? It takes an encounter for someone's financial life to change. I remember the day that I heard this on radio and I went for the meeting, and I tell you the truth that I wasn't expecting as much as I got that day. But when I saw the possibility that even a newbie, even someone who have not seen the Forex chart before can do the business, I have to dive into it. And I tell you, it has been the best decision I have made all my life. That's why you need to quickly SMS mentorship so that the full details of how you can be at this event will be sent to your line. But all you need to remember is SMS mentorship to this number. The number is 0812 471 7275. I call that number again, 0812 471 7275. If you SMS this mentorship right away, someone is going to get back to you immediately. But 10 a.m. tomorrow, I want to see you. And when you are coming, please kindly come with your nose marks. Exactly.
Now let's talk about your experience as a Forex trader and trainer. Just share a bit about what you've seen going through it.
Is an awesome experience, my brother. How would you feel if you get to learn a skill set that didn't just set you free, but also set the members of your family free, and even outside the members of your family? That means strangers. That's why I am so excited. So talking about my experience as a trainer, as an educator, when you could see people that actually maybe are deep in depth, and they could come to the platform, and in just little or no time, they have been able to learn this skill. They have been able to use this skill to help themselves out of that issue. And we've seen a lot of people who felt like, well, can Forex actually work for me? I'm a housewife. I really don't want something that will make me lose my money. And right away, they start learning the skill set, and their husbands get so excited about what they are doing to the point of even coming to our platform to also become a student. So with all of that, it gets me more excited day by day. And that's why I would tell us that you listening to me right now can also do this. You need to SMS mentorship. You need to be at that event tomorrow. You need to come see what people are doing with this skill set. You need to see that truly this skill set will not just give you financial freedom, but financial security. SMS mentorship to this number, 0812 471 7275. I call that number again, 0812 471 7275. Lastly, 0812 471 7275. Then my personal experience as a trader, because it's a different thing for you to be a trainer and for you to be a trader. You see, every day by day, I smile out from this market. Every day by day, in fact, before some people wakes up, I had already closed down my targets for the day. And mind you, my target for the day that I'm talking about making from this Forex is something that some people can't even say for a year. You need to learn the skill. See, everything is in knowledge. What you don't know, you can't pay you consistently. That's a mistake a lot of people do. They don't know this thing, but they want to earn from it. They don't, see, a wise man says, don't put your money in a system you know not about. You keep giving your money to someone. Can you trade for me? You see, what is the assurance that you are going to get the agreed payment? You see, and even when you are getting the agreed payment, the day the person says it's done, that source of income is closed. That is why you see people don't get financial security by getting a job, not by doing investment under a scheme. Because if that scheme shuts down,
being